All right, good evening, everybody. How are you doing? This is Ezra, the RM King Trader, and I want to make a video on how to, scalp, boom, and crash with my strategy. Before I continue, you have to actually know that you cannot use this strategy unless you fully understand structure. So, if you understand structure, then you can fully harness the power of this strategy. All right, let me quickly proceed. For anybody that want to scalp, crash, and boom, I would advise that you use H1 as your structural time frame, and then M5 as your entry time frame. Especially if you want to use this particular strategy. I'm just going to go around and then show you some possible, entries and how to scalp it and get out of the market before it turns against you. Just a quick one, just a quick one. Now let me go to H1. You can use H1 or 30 minutes for your analysis. All right. Okay. Let's come from here. Come in. All right. Let me use somewhere around here. Now, this is what I see here. All right. This is what I see here. Let me use this place as an example. Now, I'm seeing structure. Let's say before these ones formed, before these ones are formed, I'm seeing a high, a low. This is a low, this is structure broken, a high, a low. So I mark this place. I'm waiting for price to retrace into it. So let me put a line on it. All right. So let's say this is where price was. All right. So let me see what is happening on M5 around that place, that particular zone. As soon as price tap into it, what did price do? All right, all right, all right. Okay. You have to wait for M5 break of structure if you want to scalp. And I recommend that you just scalp for at least maybe uh, 20 pips before you leave. Let's see whether it can give us 20 pips before you leave. This is a high, a low into our zone here, high, and then break of structure. So this place was broken. So my next target was this order block here, that green candle before the sell move that you just saw. Remember, we are just scalping this. So as soon as I see that, my entry will be here, this place, this lower black line, and then my stop loss will be above. So let's see whether we're able to carve out 20 pips from this trade. Okay, were we able to do that? Yeah, we did that. We did 20 pips and then boom, we leave the market. So majorly use this strategy to scalp for 20 minutes. Now, of 20 pips. Now, let's see something else. Let's see something else. After that structure, we expect price to continue creating a what? A lower low. A lower low. So price refused to create a lower low here and then bumped up, closing above this place, but still within our sell zone. Our sell zone. So let me see whether we have a break of structure and a retest here. I'm coming. Okay, okay, no. I will not consider that. I will not consider it. But then, for those that like taking risk, they would consider this, but I will not consider it because I'm seeing no break of structure to the upside here, but there is here. So I will just leave it out. I will not consider this. But this one is enough. Let me look for another example so that you can harness the power of this strategy. Now, always mark your zone on H1. On H1. So always mark your zone on H1. So this one was not tested. This one was not tested. You leave it. So you come here. This is another zone here for a buy. Another zone for a buy. Remember this is a high, a low, a higher high. So this is a zone where we're expecting price to come to so that we can start buying. So let's go to M5 and see what price did there. All right, are you with us? As soon as price came here, follow me very swiftly and quickly. All right, so let's see. We have a high, a low. This one didn't create a higher high. The higher high was from here. here like this. That's where the higher high is from. So this is, let me put an horizontal line so that you can see it. Hope you can see I'm coming. I want you to be able to understand this so that you can be able to scalp profitably. So now this is where structure break, this place. But then my low is here. The low that was responsible for this structural break is here. So now what I'm waiting for is a little bit retracement to the feel of the imbalance, and then I'm going to take a buy. I know most of you are expecting me to use the bearish candle or something. I also consider imbalances within this lower time frame. So can I get 20 pips? Obviously, I got more than that. But you can take your partial as soon as you get 20 pips. Since you want to scalp it, you can scalp 20 pips out of the market. We get 20 pips straight away. Straight away. There was no gimmicks there. How much are we risking? We are risking how many pips? 8 pips, and then we got 20 pips. That's for scalpers. Assuming for my standard of trading, I do 1 to 3. I would have been expecting like a 24, a 24 pips. But since you want to scalp it, just do the maximum. And because this is even in line with H1, trend for a buy, then it makes the buy very long. But if it's against the buy, just catch 20 pips and leave the market. Just leave the market. The strategy work. It works fine. It works fine. So let me show you another one. All right. Sometimes, it might not. Let me go to another asset so that you will not feel like it's only this asset I'm concentrating on. Don't let me use crash 500 for example. For example. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Now, let me show you something on H1. This is a high, this is a low. We are looking to sell because of the structure here. So now you mark your zone. See it here. This candle here is your zone on H1. Then we'll now go to M5. Let's see what M5 is saying around here. All right. You see price came. Now, follow me very closely. You just need to follow price as it goes. Now, came into this zone, a low, a high. Then it broke structure here. Now, follow the structural reading. Since you are obviously looking for a sell, for certain reasons you can use 50%, but then for me I prefer using what do they call it, I prefer using my order block. No matter what time frame I'm doing, I prefer using 50%. Would have given you accurate entry, but this is where my order block is. See my order block here. This is what I would have preferred, but then price didn't get there. I will leave that. I will leave that. But since the trend on H1 is a sell, I know where I'm going to. So this is another low here, and this is a high. It did not give us a retest of the other block. See the other block here. So, but because we are looking for a sale, but I think he gave us 50% retracement. So because of lower time frame entry, see, I'm coming. He gave us 50% retracement. You would have been selling there, but it did not. But then the final one, this low got broken, and then he gave us an entry. So you just catch few pips off the market, and then you get out. 20 pips. This one is more than 20 pips, but 20 pips is okay. Enter here and get 20 pips and then disappear from the market. So you don't have stress. You just check for structure. You must actually know structure before you trade or scalp all these assets. You must actually know structure before you trade or scalp this asset. Like from here, this is a zone here for a buy. For a buy on H1. That's a zone for a buy. Now that's why you need to understand structure. But then don't let me go deep into that. So that's a possible zone for a buy. So now let's see what price did there on M5. Now let's see what price did there on M5. See what happened. You to see what happened. Very easy, not hard. This is a high, a low. This place got broken. See it here. It got broken here. I'm coming. This place got broken, and then we are waiting for price to come and retest our order block, and then price did not retest it. That's why I told you you should learn what works. After studying this, you will know that sometimes it's preferable to use 50% or 61.8%. That's just the major this thing. But then it doesn't really give me entry. For my mentees, they know that OTE1, they know what is there. So you can either use all those ones, but then I prefer if it gets to OTE1, it's still a good entry. OT1 is a good entry for anybody trading this asset. So I would prefer you entering with OTE1 and catching 20 pips, and then you can close partial or allow the rest to run. So it's just like this, guys. It's just like this. There's no stress. No stress. You are looking to scalp this asset. Is not hard, but then ensure that you are not catching more than 20 pips. All right, this is another structure, you know, structural move. Let me see what is here. I'm coming. This is what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm expecting price to come to this zone before I start firing my shot. I'm coming. Is it far? Okay, it's far, but then let's check what 5 minutes have to offer. I'm coming. All right, let's check what 5 minutes have to offer. All right, all right. Okay. Now, what did 5 minutes do? I'm coming. Okay, that was a whole break of structure. But then I want you to understand this. See, now, follow me closely. This is a high, a low. It broke structure. We're expecting to continue buying, but remember it has not gotten to our zone here. So I might not be really taking this serious for me, sha. So price came down and then touched our zone. So what do I have? I have I have a low. Now all these ones are just mini structure. They are important too, but then they are just mini structure. I use them seldomly. So you have a basically I have a high, a low, and then boom, a break to the upside, and then we close. There's liquidity here. We're expecting price to retrace down to this place. So this we might not get an entry here. According to my condition, I might not be able to scalp nothing from here. But if you are stubborn, you might be able to take something off the market. So I don't really I like confirmation entry. I don't take them for joke. I take them seriously. Seriously. Okay. I don't know which other. Okay, let me use another asset so that you can, grab it. Some people say, okay, B300. Let me see what B300 has been doing for a while. All right, all right. Let me go to H1. Let me find a good position that is clear. All right, I'm coming. Okay. Uh, mm, all right, I'm coming. I don't want to go fast so that I can be able to see something good. Okay, okay. All right, good, good, good. Let me use this. Let me use this place. From here, we'll be looking for buy setup. So now let me see what M5 did around here before we buy. All right. Okay, okay. All right. So let's see whether M5 was able to give us an entry. Okay, M5 couldn't give us an entry, although there was reasonable entry, but then I wouldn't take it because it didn't give me a clear entry. So you just allow it. But that's just the basic. If you want to scalp, that's how to scalp this asset. Do you understand? H1 M5, H1 M5 confirmation, and that's the 20 pips. You are off your your chart, or you take partial around that place. Cheers and God bless.